Good morning, everyone. Did you all show up just for us? Thank you. First things first, though, we would like to kindly ask you to please pull out your cell phones and silence them. If you could do that for us first, that would be a big help. Thank you. Welcome, everyone, to our Director Dialogue for Resident Services. As you know, we're a huge department. My name is Debbie Hargett, and I've been in the role of Director since 2008. I have a diverse background with oil and gas. When I graduated from college, I went to work for the Pennzoil Corporation in Houston, and then to the Keplinger Companies. I have 3 daughters, 2 of which live in West Palm Beach, and 1 in Dallas. And what I did in Dallas was I had a children's hair accessory manufacturing company for 15 years. I sold to 4 markets across the country and had a showroom at the Dallas Apparel Market. Did very well. But following the death of my grandmother that I was very close to and my parents, who had very serious medical conditions when they passed, I took a hard look at the care that they had along the way, or the lack thereof. And that was the precursor to me ending a career or starting a career in senior living. As many of you know, my initiation at the ARC began on the 6th floor of the high-rise. I was the manager of a healthcare agency, and the agency was let go, but Colonel Furbish kept me on. Almost 21 years collectively later, here I am. Where has the time gone, all this time? It's hard to believe I've been here 21 years. Boots on the ground. I'm currently a member of the American College of Healthcare Executives, and I've completed a full certification for a Certified Aging Specialist, known as CASP, from the University of North Texas. This was a very intensive course. Sounds easy, only 6 months, but it was grueling, I can tell you. I've also served as a board member on several of them, one in Dallas, the Susan B. Komen Foundation, the Health Cell here in San Antonio for 5 years, and most recently I became a board member of GRASP. Many of you are familiar with GRASP. It's the Greater Randolph Area Services Program. The ARC contributes greatly to that program as a community engagement source. I'm also on the Northeast Methodist Advisory Panel for the Patient and Family Care. I've attended many leading age national conferences and conventions over the years, and I continue to watch the organizations tracking and trending for things that go on in senior living, because it's all about you. In my spare time, I'm a copy editor for 3 publishing companies. And as you've probably read, yes, I do physics, chemistry, biomedical science, and statistics and probability. These are for all undergraduate and graduate students in the academics. I'm also the mother of a toy, a mini poodle, Coco and Ginger, and I am the surrogate mom to Chella, of the late Colonel Barbara Price's West Highland Terrier. Many of you are familiar with her. In resident services, though, we have a village concept. We have many moving parts throughout the day. Our cylinders are always on fire, all 8 of them, I might say, and I'm on call personally 24/7. I'm usually here in the early morning hours and sometimes very late at night watching what goes on Miller Road. Many of you have seen me parked out there. Without our village concept intact, we would not be able to operate efficiently. It takes this entire team that you see every single day doing so many things, I can't tell you. There are so many moving parts, but I can tell you this: communication is key to our department. Follow-up is necessary in every aspect. We don't go home if that red light is on our phone, which is an indicator that you've called us. Many of you have witnessed the traffic jam in our admin office. We see residents every day, family members, medical powers of attorney, other staff members, contractors. We have over 580 residents that we take care of each and every day in our department. But it takes this talented group right here to serve each of you passionately and diligently. Today you're going to hear from our entire team about our services and the amenities that we provide, along with the support and outreach as well. The content of all of our slides will be available after this session, and they'll be distributed to you so you can use them for future reference. I would like to first review some of the duties and responsibilities of our admin office in Unit 307. First of all, though, we have records management. We require a huge amount of information from you during the course of the year, and it's all about you. It's about your safety, your preferences, and your request. In January, our personal update sheets, many of you are familiar with that, so we can obtain your emergency contact information and contact those folks that are on that sheet of paper that are near and dear to your heart. We want to honor that request. In February, we do a pet census, and although it sounds silly, we have over 138 cats and dogs in the community. So we want to ensure if something happens to you at 2 a.m., we know that we have the kenneling and boarding information at our disposal immediately so we can take care of that dog or cat. In March, Red Flag is launched, and that is our massive communication system. And many of you are aware of that. That transmits messages either by text, email, voicemail, so that you know when there's a network outage, we have an emergency going on, or Carrie has canceled a fitness class. So that's a very important source for us. We also retain advanced directives, medical power of attorney forms, and durable power of attorney forms in our office. So we have that as a convenience to you if anything should change in that regard. Something that's very new, though, was this year we launched our vehicle compilation that we wanted on each and every one of you. We now have an inventory of all of the vehicles on our campus at any given time. That way, if you should go north or south on I-35, we can call local, state, and federal authorities for you to track you down. And our newest form is our care plan template. That is very important for those residents that manage their spouse's care. We also develop a lot of policies and procedures, and those are retained on the resident portal as well as in the library for your reference. We also retain many analytics and metrics in the department, and you'll hear about this a little later from Lori. During the course of the year, though, if any of this information changes, please don't wait until the month that we launch this actual campaign. Please come to our office and update whatever is necessary. We'll be happy to do that for you. As far as our services, we provide many resources and referrals in our office. We have a partnership with UT Health Science Center for our grief and caregiver support groups, and we also partner each year with the University of Incarnate Word for the Capstone Project for graduate students. We also have many partnerships ongoing with the VA, of course, and with Fort Sam and Randolph. Lori and Kathy are both notaries and are certainly welcoming you to come in the office to perform that function. However, we do ask that you make an appointment in advance. We schedule you for your new military ID cards. And most recently, we've had an influx of you come in, but don't forget, in 2026, if you don't have that card renewed, then you will not have access to any military installation. We also have many contacts at the casualty offices at both Fort Sam and Randolph, because we want to take care of surviving spouses with these casualty representatives in processing their paperwork for SBP purposes. Many of you use the resident portal, and please know that we upload a lot of information almost daily to include our policies, procedures, calendar announcements, and other information. The resident directory that Carol will talk to you about is about to be launched in a few weeks. So if you're scrambling with any new information, Carol would be your point person to update that information. We can also fax your documents. Many of you know that we have that capability, and we fax all day to insurance providers, your physicians, so feel welcome to come in and ask us to do a fax. We also meet with the residents' medical power of attorneys on occasion, family members, and it can be as simple as just how do you forward mail when you vacate a unit, or how do you close out a unit, or how do I obtain sitters for my parents that might be declining now. This is some of the things that we do, but one of our important responsibilities is focusing on the continuum of care in our office. Next, what I'd like to talk about is how we interface with all the departments at the ARC. We are your advocate and liaison, and we want to provide a seamless delivery process in all ways. So if you're having an issue, you can't get in touch with someone, please call our office. We're happy to help you. Alamo Companion Services also falls under our auspice. We make sure that everyone is vetted as far as the companions go, and John's agency is also licensed and bonded in every way. We want to make sure what that schedule is so that the caregiver arrives to your unit on time, delivers the proper service, and we know who they are. But we also vet companions and sitters that come from the private sector. We want to make sure that everyone is safe, and this is the same exact process that employees go through when they come in and onboard into the community. As I mentioned, one of our main responsibilities, though, is transitioning residents that follow through the continuum of care. It's a very important process, sometimes overwhelming for some residents, but we want to provide that seamless transition for you and help in any way possible. Many of the directors all collectively get together, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable when you make that move. I also chair the accessibility, the white glove, and the resident handbook committees, and I co-chair the strategic planning initiative for the continuum of care and the resident satisfaction and well-being. That has been very positive, and we are very proud of the outcomes that we've achieved in those areas. For newcomers, we make our presence known several weeks after a resident moves into the ARC. We take the time to introduce ourselves, and we provide them with a very intense booklet of information to include everything about the ARC and the surrounding area in San Antonio. Many of you have come in from different areas, so you're not familiar with just what the locale provides. We also assist with acclimating to the community, and we help other staff get introduced to you. And we also, one of the important things is we provide closure for surviving spouses and family. This is very important. When one of our beloved residents pass away, you know, that is an ending for so many of us. We have formed bonds along the years, and we have a very good rapport with the families, so we want to do our best in making sure that everything goes right for closure. One of the many honors and privileges that I have personally is working with this incredibly seasoned team that you see up here. Several of us have been together for over a decade, and together we have brought not only experience and passion to you, but 68 long years of tenure. We have great retention sitting right here up here in front of you. Today, each member of our team is going to share their unique story and experience, and I hope you'll feel the passion that we all bring to those of you that we serve every day. You can see the organizational chart in front of you. We have almost 50 members on our team, and we're proud to serve you. But first up is Lori Weatherly, the Assistant Director of Resident Services. Lori's been with us for 11 years. She brings a wealth of talent to the department and is always available to help the team, as well as other departments when challenging situations arise. Lori's a seasoned leader and is dedicated, and her attention to detail is unparalleled. Please welcome Lori Weatherly.
Thank you, Debbie. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Lori Weatherly, and I am the Assistant Director of Resident Services. I've been with the ARC for nearly 11 years. I started out as a Resident Services Coordinator, and I've had the privilege of serving in my current role for nearly 5 years. On a personal note, I have a degree in Business Management. I've been married to my husband for 33 years. I have 3 grown daughters, 2 granddaughters, and we're expecting another granddaughter in September. My husband, and 2 girl dogs, I should add too. My husband and I love to travel, and in fact, we have 3 upcoming cruises on the horizon that we're looking forward to. Our office team consists of just Debbie, Kathy, and myself, and together we strive to keep you informed, communicated, and supported in the community. Now I'd like to take a moment to introduce to you someone many of you already know, Kathy Trejo. Kathy, would you please stand? Kathy has been at the ARC for almost 5 years. She began as a resident or in the front desk as a front desk service personnel, and then she transferred to our office 3 years ago. We're happy to have her as part of our team. She's incredibly helpful, attentive to resident needs, and always offering a kind word or a warm greeting to everyone who walks through our door. Kathy manages the day-to-day operations in our office from providing information and referrals, helping with notaries, faxes, and military ID appointments. Kathy keeps the pet census, the red flag emergency notifications, and all the emergency contacts up to date. She also plays a vital role in welcoming new residents through home visits and taking photos for the resident directory. Our office also manages the resident portal, welcoming new residents, community announcements, and policy communications to keep everyone informed and engaged. While Kathy focuses on the frontline support, my role focuses more on the project management side and behind the scenes operations. I track and oversee a variety of departmental functions and initiatives. This includes departmental purchasing and budgeting, and I also oversee all of the data and analysis for fitness classes, pool use, transportation, security, activities, and beauty salon. Tracking this information helps us allocate all of our resources effectively, improve and enhance programming, and identify trends so we can continue to meet the needs and preferences of the residents. And with that being said, there are some things that fall outside the scope of resident services. Resident services staff are not licensed to handle legal or financial matters. This means we cannot manage money, prepare legal documents, or contact agencies like the IRS, Social Security, or financial institutions. These activities require proper legal authority and should be handled by the resident or their appointed agent. This is why it's so important to make sure you have all of your legal directives up to date and on file in our office. If you're unsure of whether your directives are up to date, please stop by our office and we're happy to assist. Thank you again for your time, and up next is Eric De Santiago, Chief of Security.
Thank you, Lori. Good morning, everyone. My name is Eric De Santiago, and I have the honor of serving as the Chief of Security here at the ARC. 17 years ago, I began working at the ARC as a security officer, while also stepping into the most important job of my life, being a single father to a child with special needs.
Excuse me, could you get closer to the
Yes, ma'am. Balancing work and fatherhood wasn't always easy, but this community gave me stability when I needed it most. Over time, I moved up to team leader, and just 11 months ago, I stepped into the role of Chief of Security. Today, I lead a team of 15 security officers across 3 shifts, with about 3 guards on duty at any given time, keeping this community protected 24/7. No 2 days are the same. One day we're jump starting the car or unlocking a door. The next we're chasing a runaway dog or removing a snapping turtle to protect our local wildlife. But underneath all of that, our mission is simple: to make sure every resident feels safe, respected, and at ease. We're a visible presence, not just to prevent problems, but to offer comfort and reassurance. We're also the first on scene to all emergencies. We work closely to assess the situation and coordinate the right response. We work closely with every department to ensure our actions, whether it's a medical emergency or something small, are quick, compassionate, and effective. Thank you for your time and for trusting us to help make the ARC a safe, secure, and welcoming place to call home. Please join me in welcoming our front desk manager, Carol Talley.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Carol, and I started here at the ARC back in 2019 and just recently celebrated my 5-year work anniversary in September of last year. I began in the Resident Services Office as the Resident Services Coordinator, and in October of 2021, I was promoted to the position of Front Desk Manager. A little bit about myself. I retired from the Coast Guard as a Chief Petty Officer in 2016. After 25 years of service and made Texas my home. I have 2 children. My eldest, Alexander, who just recently celebrated his 4-year work anniversary in dining services. And my daughter, Mercedes, who graduated with her BSN in 2024 and will start working with the VA in August. And I have 2 dogs. Their names are Rob and Riley. The front desk team consists of 10 personnel who man the desk 24/7 in 3 separate shifts. They are available to assist in putting in work orders, answering questions, providing information, guest room reservations, and so much more. The front desk staff also facilitates emergency response for all independent living residents and in our licensed areas as needed. We also oversee our JCI embedded technician who provides service calls Monday through Friday, which includes medical panda installs or removals, low panel alarms in our cottages, and testing upon request, and so much more. We also have guest rooms available on the 4th floor here in the high rise, and they're available first come, first serve. And since the front desk team is 24/7, it doesn't matter what time you call, you can make your reservation at any time. The front desk also offers convenience by accepting delivery of prescriptions by HEB Monday through Friday, selling of individual postage stamps, and a small cash drawer to provide change. For myself personally, I provide training on what emergency response looks like here at the ARC for all newly independent living residents that move in here to the ARC. I also oversee parking management of over 340 parking spaces, vehicle management of over 400 employee vehicles and almost 500 resident vehicles with decals and AWID issuance. And as Debbie mentioned, the project right now for the month of June, I do this semi-annually, is the resident directory of almost 700 ARC residents and key ARC staff. And at this time, I would like to go ahead and introduce Cynthia, our transportation supervisor.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Tully. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce myself, a little about myself. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California about 3 years ago. I moved here with my husband. He is working for SAPD, so yes, I don't sleep. So I also have a 19-year-old daughter who is currently enrolled at Lakeview College. She is in the honors roll program with a 3.8 GPA. Wow. And she's majoring and she's majoring in forensic science. So yes, thank you. She's also utilizing her Aquana scholarship, so thank you as well. Now, I have a 3-year-old son. Yes. He is full of energy, as you know, so I try to keep him as energetic as I can, so that way he could lose that energy and take it home. As for myself, I have recently been blessed to be promoted as a supervisor of transportation, in which I am determined to try to run this as smoothly and as safely as possible for our community. Thank you all once again for your support. Now a little bit of our department. We are located at Lakeside Landing. There you will find our front desk Flo. She is very welcoming and very supportive, and we have pamphlets on both sides for your convenience with full of information. Now we have 8 drivers, including myself. We have 6 vehicles, 1 MV1 that stays in grounds, and then we have a bus that has a 14 passenger and a 22 passenger capacity. And we are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 p.m. And for breakfast and brunch on Sundays, we are available from 8 to 3 p.m. So we do work with both sides, front desk, and we work alongside with healthcare department and the Lakeside Villas residents, and our activities director, Felicia Clary. Now, thank you everyone again for your support and supporting our family as well. So now, please help me welcome Mrs. Felicia Clary, activities director.
I'm not that good. I just hid the papers so nobody would see me carrying it. Hi, well, most of you already know me. My name is Felicia Clary. I have been here at the ARC for 5 years. I'm currently the activity director for independent living. I've been married to my husband Tim for 10 years, and between the two of us, we have 4 children. A daughter who is attending Pace University in New York City, thanks to the assistance of the Kiwanis Scholarship. Just to brag a little bit on her, she worked the Tony Awards. This past week, she's working at Radio City Music Hall, so she got to do that. It was really exciting. She saw Hamilton perform in person, so yeah, that's our thing. We also have 3 boys, one of who also works here in housekeeping. Some of you guys have met him. We have 2 grandchildren and 3 dogs, one who is a 4-month-old, I just say a beast. She's 30 pounds. A Pyrenees is a little bit bigger than my research showed, so yeah. I have lived here in San Antonio all but 18 months of my life. I've previously worked at SAPD, USA, and SAM Ministries. I serve on several committees here at the ARC, including the Resident Satisfaction Committee, Community Engagement, Cost Saving Task Force, and the Employee Recognition Committee. According to the National Institute of Aging, research has shown that older adults with active lifestyles tend to live a longer lifespan and are happier and at lower risk for developing health problems. So my job here at the ARC is to keep you guys busy, keep you from getting bored. We find new adventures for you guys to do and to help you continue with the lifelong learning process. To help make that possible, we look for upcoming events that may be happening in the area. We look at other CCRCs and we take your suggestions. We only ask that when you give us a suggestion, you attend the suggestion. I typically begin working the calendar 2 to 3 months in advance. So with an average of 220 activities a month, we're constantly handling several large events in different stages of planning at any given time. The activity team consists of myself and Deja Sanford, who has been with us since September of last year. Deja, say hi. Those of you who have attended crafts, watched documentaries, or stopped by the office since she has arrived have seen what a positive addition she's been to this team. She is also a native of San Antonio and lives with her family here and 3 large dogs also. Part of the job of the activities team is to review individual activities and events to see which ones are successful, which ones need work, and which ones sometimes need removing from the schedule altogether. An unsuccessful activity we don't want to continue doing. We collect attendance and feedback when possible to assist with those decisions. Our team also assists with the movie committee, patriotic committee. We assist with sometimes with the Christmas committee and the special events activity. We also work with multiple departments and again, other residents' requests that you guys ask for. On behalf of Deja and I, we'd really like to thank you all for your support and attendance at our events and activities, and we encourage you to stop by the office, with any kind of interest or new ideas that you would like to see here at the ARC. So next up, I would like to introduce Carrie Mendez, our wellness coordinator.
Man, that's a lot of dogs. I think I win on the dog realm. Thank you, Felicia. Yes, they are. It's a long story. Good morning, everyone. I'll take a moment or two to tell you about my role here at the ARC. My name is Carrie Mendez, and I have the honor of serving as your wellness coordinator. I've been married to my husband, Mark, for 5 years, and we got married right here at the ARC in the Sheeper Chapel, so this community is very close to my heart. I have a son that's 15 years old, and if that's not exciting enough, there's 7 there, rescue pups. They fill our lives with unconditional love, laughter, and yes, chaos. This past March, I celebrated my 5-year anniversary, and it's been an incredible journey filled with growth, resilience, and deep connections with this inspiring community. I've worked in the fitness and wellness field for over 20 years. I hold a master's degree in applied nutrition, which I use the Kiwanis Scholarship for, thank you very much, and a bachelor's degree in exercise science. Together, my education and experience have equipped me with the knowledge, skills, and tools to support our residents in living healthier, more active lives. Here at the ARC, my focus is on healthy aging, helping residents stay strong and active and independent through fitness and nutrition. I lead a variety of group classes daily, tailored to all levels and all abilities. Oh, I lost my spot. There we go. I didn't think I'd be nervous. I do this a lot. From strength training to cardio to balance, there's something for everyone. I offer fitness-centered orientations by appointment, and I'm happy to create a personalized exercise program for you on request, based on your abilities, skills, and needs. I also manage the day-to-day operations of the fitness center, including resident reception, data collection, equipment maintenance and repairs, and equipment replacement when needed. I strive to keep our facilities safe, clean, and fully functional. Beyond fitness, I also provide individual and group nutrition education. I host monthly seminars on topics that you want to hear about, that are most relevant. If you've been to mine, you know they can be heartbreaking. Like heart healthy eating, toxins in our foods, all the good stuff. My mission is to empower each of you with the tools and knowledge to thrive at any stage of life. The fitness center is open daily from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. and the pool is open from 5 a.m. to 11, with a daily closure from 11:30 to 1 for cleaning and maintenance. If you haven't utilized our fitness center or swimming pool, I highly encourage you to take advantage of these amazing resources. In closing, I believe wellness is more than just exercise and nutrition. It's about connection, purpose, and quality of life. I'm incredibly grateful for this opportunity to serve as your wellness coordinator and continue building community relationships that help us all live healthier lives. Thank you very much. Up next is Belinda Finnemore, your salon manager. I got the stuff.
Sorry, no dogs. No animals. Sorry, can't follow that. Hard act to follow. Hello, my name is Belinda Finnemore. I have been a hairdresser for 43 years. I have worked at all different levels in the salon industry, from being a color educator to working in spas such as Disney resorts. This September, I'll be celebrating 5 years here at the ARC. And now I'm here managing all 3 salons. My team of dedicated stylists consists of Sylvia, Naomi, and Meredith. I have been married for 23 years to an Air Force veteran. I have a daughter and son-in-law and 2 wonderful grandchildren in Pensacola, Florida, a bonus son and a daughter-in-law who live in Fort Myers. Our first salon here at Crestway offers salon services both to men and women. Mr. also knows pedicures are for men too. That's right. We service to our independent living and some assisted living. For the convenience of our assisted living, healthcare, and the Oaks, we have our second salon in healthcare. Our third salon is across the bridge at Lakeside and service all of our independent living and assisted living residents. We love seeing all of our residents in our salon, and we encourage those that have not been in yet to come on in and stop by. I would just like to say that every day I see firsthand how a simple change in appearance can bring a renewed sense of confidence and joy to someone. Our salon isn't just about connection. It's about care, self-expression. For many of our residents, visiting the salon can be one of the highlights of their week. It's just a new cut, color, manicure, or just seeing one of their neighbors. These moments are meaningful.
It allows our residents to feel seen, to be pampered, and proud of how they look. I've learned in many years of being in this industry, a simple touch of a brush through the hair, a good shampoo, polished nails, and a good conversation can lift someone's spirit many, many ways that go beyond the mirror. My team and I take great pride in helping our residents feel at their best. I'm grateful and blessed to be part of a team that values their dignity, happiness, and independence and individuality. Thank you. And next is Lucy, our nurses liaison.
Good morning, everyone. As you know, I'm Lucy. I'm the clinical liaison nurse here at the Independent Living. A little bit about myself. I've been here at the ARC a year in April. I've been a nurse for 21 years. Most of my career has been in nursing home and rehabs. Starting as a floor nurse and working into management for about 15 years. So the ARC was a big change for me, but my passion as a nurse is working with the elderly and their families. Although I was told yesterday I was blind because I told Colonel Hip I didn't see any old people here. And somebody walking by said, she said she's blind. So, anyway, funny. I'm a single mom, as many of you know, to a 14-year-old daughter, so please keep me in your prayers. So, Emma and I, again, as many of you know, we spend most of our time on the softball fields. Practice, lessons, traveling all over the state of Texas for tournaments. So she keeps me very busy. Although I did mention my dogs, I have a very ornery cat and a very skittish dog. So we try to manage that with the 14-year-old. It's pretty interesting. I'm always happy to share my stories on Mondays when I come in about tournaments, how we've done, how my daughter's pitched, how she's progressed throughout the weekend. I will say I'm truly blessed to be here because this job has allowed me to spend that time with her and enjoy it because it will be gone pretty soon. So about me here at the ARC, excuse me. So as a nurse here, I can do basic vitals, first aid, assessments, COVID testing. I can review medications. I can help call pharmacies, check status of medications. Express Scripts seems to be the big one right now, so I've been working with a lot of residents with that. I can assist with support services, with hospice, home health, companion services. I can help with making appointments with our physicians here at the ARC, Dr. Soria, Dr. Gibbons, and some of our other ones if you're having problems with those. I do respond to all emergency calls during my working hours. I'm here from 7:30 to 4:30. So if there's any kind of emergency, you will see me there as quickly as I can make it there. With residents that are in the hospitals, I do call the hospitals daily and speak with charge nurses and case managers just to make sure we get our residents back here to the ARC with what they need, whether it's home health or into health care. So we do work together trying to make that transition. Another part of my position here is setting up educational presentations. So I do work really hard trying to make sure we have all types of presentations, whether it's dementia, Parkinson's, medication management. So I do try to provide a large variety of those. I've also worked on setting up support groups. We started our male caring for the caregiving group almost a year ago, and it's done really well. We just started our low vision loss group, which has done really well, really good as well. So I continue to try to add those and again take suggestions for any groups that you might like. I've also tried to do education with Lucy, just so we check blood pressure machines and make sure you're using those correctly, kind of compare them to mine to make sure they're right. Glucometers, just a variety of different things just to kind of help you with those kind of things that you need. And just a variety of other things. I would like to talk before my time is up about the bio of life. So this is very important to me in EMS when we come to any type of call. Because it should have a picture of your health history and your medications. Kind of lets us know what we're looking at, especially if it's fall and you've hit your head and you're on blood thinners, then we go a different direction. I would encourage you to keep this updated. So if you haven't looked at it in a couple years, take it off and update it. I would encourage you to have a copy of your IDs, your insurance cards, a DNR if that is your wish, an out-of-hospital DNR in here as well, because they will honor that. And then with this as well, once you have all your information in here, I would encourage you to make a copy, because if they take it, they're not going to give it back. So at least you have an extra copy so you don't have to redo everything. So again, very, very important to have. I'm always available in my office if you can catch me for any questions. If you leave me a message, right, I do give you a call back as quickly as I can. I would like to say thank you to all of you for the love and support y'all give me. It's much appreciated. Thank you.
So your takeaway today is that the prerequisite to being in resident services is the 101, you need to have a dog. So it's been a pleasure to share how resident services works behind the scenes, and many times right alongside of each of you, to make our community stronger, safer, and much more connected. It's truly an honor and privilege for each one of us sitting here to serve you each and every day. As we wrap up today's town hall, though, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us this morning and sharing in the intensity of our jobs. Our goal with this presentation was to underscore the seriousness and importance of our work in this department as we try to enhance your quality of life each and every day. Please don't hesitate to ever stop in our office. We're here to serve you, and we want to be available for your needs at any given time. Our door's always open. So now with that, I'd like to open the session with any questions that you might have. Deja has a microphone, and I believe Kathy has a microphone as well. So does anyone have any questions of any of us here in the department that we can answer for you? Colonel?
Are you staying at your same desk?
I'm staying at my same desk, yes, sir. You can find me right in room 307.
Tell us
That's
what
right.
your new position is.
My new position will start on July 1st as the Chief Operating Officer, and under my umbrella will be dining services, healthcare, and housekeeping, along with resident services. An expanded form. We'll see about that. We do have Gordon sitting in the back as the CFO. There's a budget. Does anyone else have any questions, though, of any of us while we're all here?
I have an observation and a question. Your team did a marvelous job. I have a loud command voice. Apparently not. Test one. I just want to say, David, your team did a marvelous job, each and every one of them briefing, and clearly they have a passion for what they do. So hats off. You mentioned that you're available 24/7, rightfully or wrongfully. What about them? Do you field calls through you, or each of them take calls in the middle of the night, or do they all come through you?
They all come through me for the most part.
And then you fill them out as necessary?
And then I field them as necessary,
Okay.
yes, correct.
Well, my thanks to each of you. I didn't know your team was that large and you had your hands in that many pockets, but you all, incredible. Thank you so much for what you do.
It's an incredible team, it truly is.
By the way, the gentleman who just talking is Warren Patterson. He's on the board of directors as the vice chair of the ARC board of directors. So we appreciate you coming here, Warren. Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions?
To the gentleman. Sorry. I have two sons in the area. Is that better?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I have two sons in the area who come and are now my transportation for most of the things that I like to do. And in order for them to come onto the community, there is
We can get a pass for you.
right, that they can use. Do they apply to you specifically for that, or to Carol?
It would be to
So,
Carol at the front
do they
desk.
have to come in, or can I do that and then?
Either way.
If you need a temporary pass for a relative, a family member, your medical power of attorney, Carol Talley would be your point person to get that temporary pass issued, and she's located in the front admin office.
Okay, right. When do you have time? For most of
You've suggested that you're trying to keep us all happy. Can you do something to try to get them to fix the jukebox in the resident lounge?
Now that is a challenge, Mr. Kenton, and I can tell you why. First, the current jukebox that we have is antiquated in many ways. The parts, not as bad as this jukebox. The parts are not available for this particular jukebox without spending over $1,000 and without a guarantee or a warranty that those parts will work. So what we're trying to do is, possibly with the donation, is to acquire a new jukebox, but they too are costly. So that's our goal, is to acquire a brand new jukebox with new technology. That way we have a warranty, so to speak, and it'll run for years and years. But our current one, for the most part, it's not a good best practice for us to go forward with that one. Anyone else?